Right, Arsenal fans, how you getting on out there? Welcome back from a sunny London. I hope you're having a good day so far, and I hope your weekend wasn't too bad, despite the bad result away to Southampton, our third defeat in a row. Um, I'm just going to start like I always do by thanking everybody for your continued support, all your likes, your subscribes, and your comments. I really appreciate it, guys. But look, where the team find themselves now, it's been a very bad one recently, to put it mildly. Um, I've been Arteta out for as long as I can remember. How he ever got the job at our club is absolutely beyond me. But I actually took a step back. I see Joanne Smith is in the house. Hey Joanne, how you getting on? Long time no see. I hope you're keeping well, and I hope you had a nice weekend despite the result. I've been meaning to text you and a few other people, but I've got a new job, and I've been up the walls busy. That ain't no lie. But yeah, over and out now. Like the title to the video, game over. We had a chance at fourth place for those of you that have been living under a rock for the last couple of months. Somehow we managed to find ourselves in the contention for a Champions League position, top four. Somehow I don't know how. We've an underachieving manager, we've an underachieving squad, we've got a lot of overrated players. Also, a couple of players that I have liked, I think they're completely overrated. They shot their bolt, they lost their bottle, they bottled it completely. It is what it is. Yeah, I've been mad busy with the new job, but met a couple of Arsenal fans along the way that were staying in the hotel. One from Dublin actually, not Del Boy, another gunner. So another one of the Gooner family. So, but like it is what it is. We were in contention for fourth place, and we lost 3 games in a row, and that is before the big games that are coming up. Chelsea, United. With all due respect to the teams that beat us, Crystal Palace, Brighton, Southampton, we could have at least gotten 7 out of 9 points from those games. No excuse in my opinion. Heads have got a roll. How Arteta still has a job is absolutely beyond me. But also he's not helped by spineless players. I mean, cowards is the only way I could describe them. Um, it is what it is. I did a video the other day. And I called Arteta out. I said Arteta out. A couple of Arsenal fans, well, one in particular. He obviously doesn't know me very well, of course. He's probably one of these Arteta fanboys. Maybe he fancies him. I don't know. Look, each to their own. I like women. That's the way it is. But maybe this particular person fancies Arteta. I honestly don't know. He obviously, if he does, he doesn't have standards. But anyway, that's a story for another day, guys. But he didn't like my Arteta out video. Look, it's my channel, and the content I create is what I create. If you don't like it, unsubscribe. I just don't watch anymore. It's as simple as that. If you want to meet me in person and we can have a chat about it further, let me know. I'll meet you and we can have a chat, man to man, face to face. Simple as that. But don't be coming on my channel, writing something in the comment section. You know what I mean? Simple as that. If you don't like it, you're entitled to your opinion, but don't watch my channel. Unsubscribe or do something else with your life. Start your own channel, whatever. You know what I mean? Let the players play, let the man create content. Simple as that. I've been a gentleman about it for the moment. But yeah, it is what it is, guys. We lost 3 games in a row. I mean, there's no excuse for that. Absolutely none. We knew what the challenge that lay ahead of us to get into fourth position, and we absolutely capitulated. We bottled it. 3 defeats in a row. Think about it now. We had a chance at fourth place. Undeservedly, we somehow found ourselves in contention for fourth. We walked around, we went around, we saw the games that were coming, we knew what was ahead of us, we knew the challenges we faced. And even before we got into it, the camp went quiet. Arteta went quiet, the players went quiet. Nobody was rallying the troops, not even Ramsdale. The mentality at the club is weak. With all due respect to the 3 teams that we lost against, that we played, we could have taken 7 out of 9 points. No excuse for that, guys. Absolutely none. If you're not an Arsenal fan and you're watching this, thank you very much for watching. But let's get into this, guys. The form league table. The last 10 games for Arsenal, guys, we won the first 5. The last 5, we lost 4. We scored 2 goals in 4 games, and it's absolute relegation form. It's awful. I think to myself, how can you go from winning 5 games on a trot in the Premier League, which is a hard thing to do? It's not an easy league. Winning 5 in a row, and then the last 5, only 1 victory and scoring 2 goals. Even in the last 5 games, we were going to score 2 goals. Man, the Odegaard goal in the defeat to Brighton and the goal from Saka. We let Aubameyang go on a free. We didn't replace him. Respect to Lacazette, but he's not got it anymore. I said to myself, we were a good team. We've got to stop getting those red cards when I went on the 5 in a row one. I want to go back to the days when Arsenal was scoring goals and getting red cards. The red cards have stopped and the goals have dried up too. It's really, really worrying me, guys. The last 5 games have absolutely derailed our season completely. You look at Liverpool, okay, tough team. But other than that, it's been absolutely awful. Which brings us very nicely forward, guys. Another point I want to make. The next 3 games. The next 3 games are going to absolutely determine what happens to Arsenal Football Club this season. The next 3 games, if they weren't huge already, even after we lost the last 3, all the games that remain in the Premier League season are cup finals. If the other games were cup finals, guys, the 3 we lost, these are World Cup finals. Starting Chelsea away, Man U at home, West Ham away. Put it in the comments below, guys. How many points are we going to get from these 3 games? Put it in the comments below. As far as I'm concerned, I don't think we're going to get any. I think Chelsea are going to beat us. I think United are going to beat us. I think West Ham are going to beat us. We need to get 7 out of 9 to right the wrongs of the previous 3 games. That's what the target is. It starts with Chelsea. Chelsea away, United home, West Ham away. Big up to my man Taib anyway. Thank you for tuning in, man. I'm keeping well. I'm doing good. But guys, we need to wake up a little bit and realise what's happening here. Even my wife, and with all due respects to her and to women that watch football, my wife is not a football fan. She is not an Arsenal fan. She looks at my channel. She does this. She does that. I agree with you, Taib. 110%, my friend. But my wife is not an Arsenal fan. She's not a football fan. But she will actually come out and she looks at my channel a little bit. And she supports me and she sees what I'm trying to do. And she knows that I'm an Arsenal fan from way, way back in the day. But look, massive game coming up. Do you think it's going to be 6-0 to Chelsea at the Bridge? It could turn into an annihilation, especially with the cowards that are out there playing for the team at the moment. But look, it's an uphill challenge. But like I was saying, guys, my wife, she doesn't know much about football and she doesn't support Arsenal because she doesn't like that kind of thing. But even she said, what is happening with the club? Because they go on a run, they flatter to deceive, they push up a little bit, and she knew they were like getting into Europe because I'm talking about it morning, noon, day and night. And all of a sudden, she said, they lose 3 in a row. It's like that every season, guys. That's what we have to realise and wake up to. All the Arsenal fanboys, they know what they can do. Jog on. You know what I mean? Walk on, guys. I mean to say, maybe go support another club. Because if you're Arteta in, you're no friend of mine. I always have been Arteta out. We went on a bit of a run. We won a couple of games. Yeah, I was happy, and the pride in the club that I remember was coming back. The feeling of Arsenal being a fighting team, never giving up, the camaraderie, the sportsmanship, and the will to win. But that is old memories. Different club, different team, different decade, different mentality. Everything has changed under Arteta. We won a couple of games, yeah, feel-good factor. But I always knew there would be a sting in the tail. You know what I mean? And there you have it. 3 losses in a row. I went on Northside London's channel like a couple of weeks ago. I respect him for inviting me on and having me on the channel. And big up himself, man. If you haven't, guys, subscribe to Northside London's channel. Click on the notifications bell that you get notified every time he uploads content. But I went on his channel, and at the end, he asked me how I thought the game against Palace was going to go. Straight off the bat, 2-1 Palace. That's the kind of thing that I've come to expect. That's the kind of thing that's been happening at the club. And I had to call it like I saw it. I thought Palace would turn us over. And they did it easier than I actually anticipated. But we knew going into that game what lay ahead of us. The challenge they presented, there's no excuse. You're in the training ground, you're talking to the coach, the players are talking to each other. They knew when they went there what challenge was going to face them. It was no uncertainty, no unknown commodity. Oh, well, we didn't expect him to play. You can't excuse it any longer. We should have got something out of that game. And Palace have a fantastic team. But if every single one of our team put his heart and soul into it and played to win, we could have got something out of that game. When you think of what was at stake, the next game and the last game, absolutely shocking. Shocking performances. I mean to say, Troops, man, he nailed it on the head what he was saying about it. If you watch Troops TV, guys, check it out. I'm not going to plug him, but check out what he's got to say about it. I would mention about DT and maybe check him out, but he's in prison. So it is what it is. But guys, I'm serious. Enough is enough. You know what I mean? How much longer can we go on with this kind of thing? Putting up with this kind of thing. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Arteta has to go. Title of the video, guys. Game over. That's how I see things. And I'm not being negative. I'm not a pessimist, guys. I am an optimist. Every Arsenal fan is an optimist since Arteta took over. And even before that. Look at Unai Emery now. He's flying. Champions League semi-final with Villarreal. They just dumped Bayern out. And the board replaced him and put Arteta in charge. Now you tell me who the better coach is. Unai Emery or Mikel Arteta. Come on, man. Emery is light years ahead of him. Once he learns English. And what about Patrick Vieira? Why wasn't he given a shot with the club? The club is in absolute dire straits. But it isn't just the inadequacies of a certain Mikel Arteta and Edu. It's not just those two clowns. The players have to look at themselves. Spineless, gutless, cowardly. Ramsdale, I've backed you all season, man, and I'll always be a fan of yours. But he had a stinker last time out. A shocking game. And for the goal, I mean, man. The defence, I thought Gabriel was the best of the defenders. Emile Smith-Rowe, lost the plot, man. Overrated. Saka, Lacazette, all at sea, man. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. That is something also that Mikel Arteta has to take into account. That is something also that he has to deal with. Why on earth did we let him go on a free? We got nothing for him. We got no money. Zero. And look at him at Barcelona, setting the world on fire. At the Bernabeu. Say no more about it. We let Aubameyang go. Lack of firepower in the team now. And that has cost us severely. Think about that now. We're pushing for a Champions League spot. We're pushing for a top 4 place. All the other teams, they're stable. They're keeping their players. They're solid. Man U have their problems. There's no doubt about that. But they're still staying solid with the players they have. We let our best striker go. Still a world-class player in my opinion. We let him go on a free to Barcelona and we don't replace him. And we're looking to get into the Champions League and we're looking to get as many points as possible to finish top 4 and to make it and to do something with our season because it's all we have. We let him go and we're falling apart. 2 goals in 3 games. 1 was in a defeat and 1 was in the game we won against Villa. And neither goal was from a striker. And they were lucky. Lucky. It's gone from bad to worse. Our season is over. We're not going to get top 4. What Mikel Arteta thinks he's going to achieve at Arsenal and in the new season, and all these plastic fans, these Arsenal plastic fans, they only like Mikel Arteta. They don't care about the club, obviously. Where these people think we're going to go and what we're going to do is beyond me. Honestly, things have to change dramatically, but no one is going to push Mikel Arteta out. I took like a step back maybe a year from the club, not from my channel, but from watching results and actually giving a shit. Pardon my language now, guys. I didn't care about the results because the way Arteta had the team going. It's not that I didn't care about... No, I didn't read that type. If you send it to me, maybe, man, I'll have a read of it. But no, I've been mad busy with work recently. But let me keep my train of thought going here, guys, before I lose it. Where is the club going to go? I kind of took a step back, like I said, a year ago, because it was very frustrating watching the results and the team. I kept supporting the club. I kept going with my channel, but I didn't take it on the chin because of the results. Now we got a couple of wins. I was paying attention to the results, of course, like every fan. Can we get top 4 or can we not? And at least get some kind of positivity out of the season. That's the name of the game. But we turned around and we bottled it. And that's that, as they say. C'est la vie, c'est fini, game over for another season. Is Arteta ever going to leave? Is he going to leave in the next couple of seasons? I honestly don't believe so. But we need a new manager to come in. And Edu has to be shown the door. Regardless of the owner of the club, regardless of the actual players we have. I see Kyle Walsh is tuning in, man. You can't be a happy man about the last 3 results, man. Whether you're Arteta in or Arteta out, I respect everyone's opinion. I'm just going to put that out there. But look at the state of the club right now. And look at the manner of the performances. It's not just the results. The performances are worrying. Absolutely spineless. No backbone. No belief. No motivation. Look at Klopp at Liverpool. He gets them fired up when they go into must-win games. And 9 times out of 10, they get the best of it. City at the weekend, they turned him over, didn't they? Fairly easy enough in the first half. That settled the game. You never get an explosive result like that from Arsenal, where we hammer a team 3-0 in the first half, and we set ourselves on our way to victory no matter what happens. It never happens anymore. And it never will under Mikel Arteta. We have a tough game coming our way to Chelsea. Are we going to win that game? Do I think we're going to win that game? We don't have a hope in hell at the bridge against them. They are going to destroy us. Then we've got United. United are crap right now, but they're still good enough to beat us. And then we've got West Ham, and they're going to beat us too. 6 defeats in a row. Let's see what things think about let's see what the fans know that support Arteta think about that. The 3 games we lost, like I said, in respect to the teams that beat us, we should have got 7 out of the 9 points. We were capable of doing something against them. For me, Palace was the hardest game. They have a serious team. They have a very good coach and our former legend, former player Patrick Vieira. But we knew before we went into those run of 3 games, the opposition and the threat that they posed. No excuses not going into that game prepared and giving absolutely everything. As soon as the ref blew the whistle, thundering forward, giving everything. Every single player had to get stuck in, or we would have got something out of the game. Cowards. No backbone, spineless, gutless. And this isn't a knee-jerk reaction. This is after 3 defeats in a row. The manner of the performances, the teams that we were playing against. I saw Del Boy Gunner recently. He was at not the Southampton game, he was at the Brighton game, I think. Yeah, the Brighton match. And he was at the Emirates. And he actually caught Robbie from Arsenal Van TV on the hop outside the stadium. He sprung a surprise on him and he nailed him. But Robbie's like saying, wait till the end of the season, we'll judge Arteta then. It's already gone too far. He's got his feet in under the table. You know what I mean? His foot's in the door. Now we need to push him out. We have to be aggressive about things. We can't be taking that anymore. The manner of the performances, absolutely shocking. How did we go from winning 5 games in a row? Yeah, the last 10 games, we won the first 5, and we lost the last 4. Yeah, we got 1 win in there in the second 5. We won 5, and then the second 5, we lost 4. We scored 2 goals. We let Aubameyang go on a free. Yeah, man. Yeah, they were a major problem. And I mean, they've been lying in their own pockets. You know what I mean? They're not thinking about you or me, my friend. But yeah. There he is, the man himself, Del Boy Gunner. He nailed one on AFTV. Yeah, I'm just doing a quick video there, man. I mean, what's been going on at the club recently? I've been taking the last couple of days to kind of think about it. I've been working like crazy, of course. I have a new job. I've been working like mad. It's been keeping me very busy. But what's been going on at the club in the last... what's been happening with the club in the last couple of days, in the last couple of weeks? We put ourselves in contention for 4th place, and then we lose 3 games in a row. And we knew what was at stake, and we knew what we had to do when we went to those places and when we hosted them. We knew what we had to do in those 3 games. The manner of the performances has been absolutely disgraceful. And Arteta, somehow, I don't know how, but actually had a shot at 4th place. We actually had a chance at getting Champions League football. My belief, luckily, because the other teams around us, Spurs and United, capitulated. They went through a very bad run. West Ham too. Somehow we found ourselves in 4th. But that wasn't down to Arteta. No, we lose 3 in a row. I mean to say, what more can you say about it? 3 defeats in a row. Anyway, it is what it is, guys. It's gone from bad to worse for the AFC. And now we're out of contention. Title of the video is game over. Symphony. That's it. It's finished. Mikel Arteta, he's still not under pressure. He's still not feeling the heat. Nobody is kind of pushing him out. He's comfortable. He's liked at the club, obviously. And there's no intention of him leaving. So what are we going to do about Arsenal fans? If there are any protests organised, if anybody is organising a protest, I'm living in London now. So when there's going to be a protest at the club, I'll do everything I can to be there and support it. To get Kroenke out, to get Arteta out, to get Edu out, to change the owners, and to move Mikel Arteta on. In my opinion, and this isn't a knee-jerk reaction to losing 3 games and Spurs being above us. Oh my God. You know what I mean? It doesn't bother me that Spurs are above us. It's not like I can walk around London and I'm hoping I don't run into a Spurs fan. That doesn't bother me. It's the form of the club and the way things have been going. It doesn't matter if Spurs get 4th ahead of us I don't care. That's nothing to do with it. And it's not a knee-jerk reaction to losing 3 games in a row. I've always felt this way, but I've been keeping it under wraps. Shocking what's been going on at the club. Horrible performances. Mikel Arteta, in my opinion, is only using Arsenal as a stepping stone to further his own career. He doesn't care about the club. He doesn't care about the fans. He doesn't care about you and me, guys. Now, let's be honest about that. Let's have it right. He doesn't care about the fans. He doesn't care about us. He's only using the job at Arsenal as a stepping stone to further his own career. It's not the first time I've said it. That's how I see things. At some point, he's going to move on, but to the detriment of our club. The club is being run into the ground. Think of those 3 matches now. Think of the performances. Big up yourself, McMahon, since, man. I'm just going on a bit of a rabby there, on a bit of a mad one, but it's all right. We sacked Emery. Exactly. Champions League semi-finalists. You know what I mean? He's won the cup winners' cup a couple of times. They've been in a lash of finals. They just put up Bayern and they're in the Champions League semi-final. That's Unai Emery. But trying to get rid of Mikel Arteta now is going to be very, very, very difficult. Like I said, if there's any protest planned, I will be there to support the club that I love, that I have loved from way, way back in the day. I've been supporting the club since I was a kid. You know what I mean? And to see this happen to the club now, when we got a couple of good results, I felt that old feeling of excitement, of nostalgia, of happiness coming back at supporting the club. And I'm 42 years of age now, guys. But I had that feeling coming back. Like, you all know it. That old nostalgia. I had a lump in my throat. Because the team, I was happy. I felt proud. But I'm thinking of the old club. The badge. The crest. Arsenal Football Club. I'm not thinking of a team with Xhaka in it, with Mikel Arteta as coach. I'm thinking of Tony Adams. I'm thinking of Ian Wright. I'm thinking of Steve Bold. I'm thinking of Alan Sunderland. You know what I mean? I'm thinking of David Seaman, Sol Campbell, heroic performance in that Champions League final in 2006 that we lost to Barcelona. I'm thinking of men like Campbell. I'm thinking of Ashley Cole, even him, a great player for the club. While he was at the club, he did everything he could to make the team successful. What happened afterwards was regrettable, but there it is, okay? Cashley went to Chelsea. But it is what it is. I'm thinking of players like that. Dennis Bergkamp. I'm thinking of Pat Rice. playing for Arsenal, sitting on the bench with Arsene Wenger, Robert Pires, Freddie Lundberg. You know what I mean? Jose Antonio Reyes, God bless his soul. I'm thinking of guys like that. You know what I mean? Charlie George, a long time back. Bob Wilson. I don't know. Robin Van Persie. Look at the players we had. And of course, Patrick Vieira. That's who I think of when I think of Arsenal now. Because I can't connect with the team that we have now and with the coach that we have. It's just not happening for me. Like I said, the old nostalgia, the happiness. I had a lump in my throat when we got a couple of results and we were moving up the table and we had a chance of getting fourth. But deep down inside, I knew things weren't right at the club. I'm not saying I'm right and everyone else is wrong, but I tell it like I see it. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Thank you for listening to my rant. Just remember, guys, the most important thing are you and me, the fans of the club. Not Mikel Arteta, not Edu, not Stan and Josh Kroenke, not the deluded Granit Xhaka, not the rest of those muppets on the board. It's you and me. People that have been supporting the club since it began. Arsenal Alex, he's been supporting the club a hell of a long time. 1989. The same as Del Boy Gunner, 1989. A couple of years later, I was supporting the club, 1993. You have the likes of Drawn by Dre, one of the young guns. You know what I mean? You have a man like Taib supporting the club. We have Warren. Warren's been supporting the club since the 70s. You know what I mean? The McManus sense. He's been supporting the club a hell of a long time. This club is more important to us than people realise. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. McManus sense since 1985 he's been supporting the club. This club is more important to us than the career of Mikel Arteta. The career of Granit Xhaka. It's not a plaything for Stan Kroenke and Josh Kroenke. And it's not a plaything for that clone Edu. Say what you want about Mark Overmars, guys. The bad press he's got. You know what I mean? But he would have done a better job. Kyle Walsh since 1986. I'm going to say no more about it, guys. Listen, thanks to everybody for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you don't want to, that's cool too. But remember what I'm saying to you now, guys. The most important thing with Arsenal Football Club, that's us. We are the most important thing. You and me and everybody else. It doesn't matter if you have a YouTube channel or not. I don't think I'm anything special. I have a bang average channel. But the most important thing, now listen to what I'm saying to you guys, with any club or the fans, the bread and butter, it's you and me. Us, the fans. That is the most important thing at the club. It's not anybody else. It's not Mikel Arteta and his career. It's not Granit Xhaka. It's not Edu. And it's not the Kroenkes. It's us, the fans. We've been there supporting the club through thick and thin. We were there before Mikel Arteta, and we'll be there long after he's gone. And long after the likes of Kroenke and these people are gone. But remember, guys, you're only one person, an individual, but you can have an effect on the club. Put the jersey on and wear it with pride. Because it's a proud club with a great tradition. The best fans in the world, in my opinion. And I'm not talking shit, guys, when I say that. We are some of the best fans in the world at Arsenal Football Club. We support the team through thick and thin. And we deserve better than this. What's happening now at the club is a disgrace. And we deserve better. It's not good enough. We have the best fans in the world supporting this club. We would do anything for the club. I would die for that club. But I'm talking about Arsenal, not Arteta's Arsenal. Not the way it is now. People have to wake up and get a grip of things. We're going nowhere. And every season that goes by, it's damaging the club. I'm going to leave it at that before I go on a real rant. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Remember what I said. The most important thing are the fans. Hold your head up high when you go outside. Wear that jersey with pride. Because when they're all gone, we'll still be here. Come on, you Gooners.